In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 main principles of a fixed car window installation in under 10 minutes. Cut, clean, prime, bond. Cut through the bond to cut the glass out. Cut the bond line back from the glass. Clean the glass with glass cleaner. Clean the edge of the glass and pinch weld with white spirit. Prime the edge of the glass and pinch weld with primer. Bond either the pinch weld or glass and join both surfaces together. So I'm doing this demonstration on a Citroen DS3. This is in an accident repair centre. The vehicle's getting a new tailgate and I'm going to cut the old glass out the old tailgate and refit it into the new tailgate. So the first stage is a cutting stage, basically cutting the glass out. So I'm using my cutout tool here to remove this window. First I've got to feed my fibre line through the bond. I'm using my one-man cutout fibre line here. So I've basically just fed the fibre line through one part of the bond and I'm just feeding it all the way around the outside of the glass. So once I've got this fed all the way around the glass, I just anchor the end of it. I've got a little suction cup here with an anchor on it just to stop the fibre line pulling through as I'm starting to cut it out. Just attach that on there. So once you've fed it right round, it's basically tight against the bond line on the outside, and I've fed the fibre line through. So I'm just feeding it back on itself. You've just got to make sure that you feed the fibre line round the correct way so it's pulling back on itself all the way round. So as you can see here, I'm using my one-man cutout tool. It's a ratchet system. So this is just cutting the bond line away all the way around. Once you get to the end, you've just got to reposition the cutout tool so you're always getting a good angle pulling back on the fibre line at all times. It can get quite tight at the corners, so you've just got to, you feel the tension when you're using the ratchet, just be careful at the corners until it gets right through so it doesn't snap. Just be careful not to catch any electrical connections or the heated connections on the window. You can either tape them down or just make sure that you're aware where everything is so you're not going to catch anything. Just keep an eye on the fibre line at all times when you're going round it. It doesn't snag on any of the pinch weld or it'll just snap. You just have to do it all for the start again. Sometimes there's also clips, location clips that are hidden away in the corners. Just got to be careful you don't catch them, or you can cut them away before you start cutting it out when you're using the one-man cutout tool. So we're nearly around the whole glass now. Just got this side bit to cut out and that'll be it removed. This is the best way to cut a bonded window out to minimise any chance of the glass breaking. Especially if it's a windscreen, it's laminated glass, it's a lot easier for it to crack than the toughened type glass, which is usually in the rest of the windows that are in cars are usually toughened glass. So the final cutting stage is just to cut the old glue back, the old bond line back from the glass. If you do enjoy any of these videos and you'd like to see more videos in the future, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel. It really helped my channel. Usually we'd cut it back from the glass and the bodywork if you were doing a remove and reseal, or if you were fitting a new window and you were cutting the old window out, you would need to cut it away from the bodywork. Now we would just move on to the cleaning process. So I just give the glass a good clean with glass cleaner, just being careful not to damage any of the heated element terminals. Just get rid of any dirt residue on the glass. And once that's cleaned, I just use my cleaner, my white spirit. Just go around the edge of the glass where the new bond line's going to attach to the glass. And the same on the bodywork. Just clean it all the way around. It's a new tailgate, it's clean, but it's still important to give it a clean with your white spirits. Now we're on to the priming stage. So you just follow the edge of the glass all the way around with the primer. This is just to give the bond proper adhesion. You just do the same with the bodywork. Just checking the old tailgate there to see exactly where the line goes down the side there. There's no old bond line on the tailgate as it's new, so there's no guide to follow. You just got to use the old tailgate as a guide. Just leave that for 5 minutes to dry, and then we're on to the bonding phase. I like to always bond the bodywork. Some people like to do it on the glass, just personal preference. So just take your time. Just bond the bodywork all the way around. This is a pre-cut nozzle on this. It's just a high triangular pointed bead. So when you put the glass in, it just squashes down nicely, so there's no gaps. So once it's bonded up, I'll just give any of the joins a join up, so it's 100% watertight. So that's the bodywork bonded, and we're just going to bond the two surfaces together by placing the glass in place, just making sure there's an even gap all the way around. This is a trimless window, so you've really got to be spot on with your installation so there's no overspill. And that's another job finished. The 4 principles: cut, clean, prime and bond. Thanks for watching.